my channel. If you are new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you're not new, thanks for coming back. But if you're also not new and you haven't subscribed, come on now. But anyway, as you can see from the title, I'm going to be talking about my experience at the Ellen DeGenerous show. So if you want to hear all about that, make sure you stay tuned and keep on watching. If you watch my Why I'll Never Fly Spirit Airlines video, you see that I'm looking just like this. Don't mind it. I'm recording 2 videos in the same day, trying to just bust these videos out, you feel me? But anyway, so yeah, I was blessed enough to have the opportunity to receive tickets to the Ellen DeGeneres show, and I was even more blessed to have the opportunity to actually go to the Ellen DeGeneres show. I'm gonna start saying Ellen show because that's a lot of words. So I was blessed to be able to go to the Ellen show, and I'm just gonna tell y'all about my experience there. So first off, I've been watching Ellen for a long time now. I remember back when I was little, the first time I ever watched the Ellen show, I would stay with my grandma, and she usually be watching like Judge Judy around the same time Ellen came on, so I never really got to watch Ellen. But then one day she was cleaning in the back, and she didn't turn the channel, and the Ellen show came on, because usually when the Ellen show comes on, she turns it to Judge Judy. But so the Ellen show came on, I was watching, I was like, oh, I like this. Like I was like probably like 10, 11, 12, like around that age range. And I was like, oh, I kind of like this. So that was the only day I got to really watch the show, because you know every other day she would turn it back to Judy. But so then when I got older, I started watching Ellen. I want to say around 13, 14, and I watched her every now and then, and I really enjoyed her. Her spirit, her kindness, her joy she brought to others, the guests she had on her show, her dancing, like when she would go over the table, like I really like stuff like that. And then once I got in like middle school, towards the end of middle school, around like 8th grade and throughout high school, I didn't really get a chance to watch it because I would be at school or at an after school activity, or you know, just doing something. And then college, I started watching clips of her channel on YouTube, clips of her shows on YouTube, and so you know, it was back into watching Ellen. So then, you know, I had the crazy idea, now that I'm, you know, took the semester off, I had the crazy idea that, like, why don't I just see if I can get tickets? You know, you just go online and request tickets, and if you're lucky enough, you get them. So I requested tickets for the 4th, and I didn't get those, but I only, you know, waited a week, and then I requested tickets for the 3rd, and I got them, and I was shocked. Like, I was really like, I told my mom, I was like, yeah, I requested tickets to Ellen, so if I get them, you know, would I be able to go? She was like, yeah. I'm pretty sure she wasn't expecting me to get them, but she was like, yeah, I mean, it's Ellen, like, yeah, you can go. So then a few days later, after I told her that, I was like, I got tickets to Ellen. She was like, what? I was like, yeah, I showed her the email. I was like, I got tickets to Ellen. I can show you the email. I'll probably insert it. So yeah, I had got tickets, and so at that time it was all about, okay, who's going? Because going to LA is a big thing. Like, I've never been off the East Coast. And she was like, well, it could be me, you, and Ruth. So I was like, that'll work. But then she was like, well, you can't tell your aunts and uncles because they're gonna want to go, and everybody, you only got 4 tickets. And so that we had decided it was gonna be my mom, my dad, and then Ruth. And then I was thinking it probably would have been my mom. No, first it was gonna be me and my cousins, my 2 cousins, me and then Ruth. And then my mom was like, well, I want to go, so it's me, your dad, you, and Ruth. So we ended up, and then my mom was like, well, you know what, I feel like you'll have a much better experience with your friends, so why don't you, you know, just you and your friends go. So I was like, that's cool. So I talked to Ruth about it. It was like, yeah, we should invite Siobhan and Lily. So we invited Siobhan and Lily, and then from there we just started planning everything. Hotels, airports to fly out of, what flights to be on, what time to fly out, what time to arrive, and stuff like that. Granted, everything didn't turn out the way we wanted it to, but it was our first time planning a trip by ourselves. But anyway, so the day finally comes for us to fly out, and we get there, we spend the day. Well, me and Ruth spend most of our day traveling, but the next morning we get ready, we're getting dressed, and before I can say, there's not a dress code, but there's a certain way you have to look when you go to Ellen. and they send all of that in the email. There's certain stuff you have to wear, certain stuff you have to do, where you gotta park and stuff like that. So you pull up at the Ellen show, and you start off in the garage, the parking garage across the street. And from there you check in. They tell you who's on the show. They give you like these cards, which I'm gonna insert a picture. They give you these cards of like just random numbers, but those numbers are how they're gonna bring you into the studio. Everything seems random, but it's really not random. What else happens in the garage? There's food, there's music, there's like clips of her show playing. And before you go in, you have to watch this, like, they call it a safety video, but it's basically like things you can't do, things you can't wear. Like, you can't wear sunglasses, can't wear a hat, can't chew gum, can't yell out random things. You don't choose where you sit. Just go from there. So they called our numbers, and they said we were in a focus group. And so the way they do it is they bring the VIPs in first, and then they bring in like different groups. My group was the first group. And it wasn't just like us four. It was like this group of numbers, like 29 through 32, 48 through 59, 59 through 60. Like, they do it like that. So, and there was a lot of people. And they do it by your card number, by the way. So then we go into the studio. And we're not in the studio, but we're in like, we're outside of the Ellen shop. So you go from the parking garage into this long hallway with seats, and it has pictures of all the guests with Ellen. So you're there and you're waiting for like 5 to 10 minutes, 5, 10, 15 minutes. And then from there, they take you into the Ellen shop, and they kind of like place you around the Ellen shop in different places, depending on what group you are in. So we were just along like the back wall, not the back wall, but along like the side wall at the, in the show. And the Ellen shop is literally like, if this is the Ellen shop, this is the studio. But you have to walk up some steps to get into the studio. So you're in the Ellen shop for a while, you're just shopping, just talking, taking pictures, you know, blah, blah, blah. So then they finally bring you into the studio by your groups. First the VIPs, then whatever group was next, and then groups like that. So you walk in, you walk up some steps, and we weren't allowed to take pictures in the studio at all. They said you can take all the pictures you want in the Ellen shop, all the pictures you want in the holding room, all the pictures you want in the garage. Do not take pictures in the studio. And they were serious about it, because if you put out your phone, they would come up to you, tell you to put your phone away and delete the picture. I think they told you to delete the picture. I don't know. I didn't try it. So, yeah, where was I at? Oh, yeah, so then you go up some steps to go into the studio, and then you go down the steps. So it's kind of like a incline, and then you see like the whole studio, and then you go down, if that makes sense. Like, if you watch the show, you know what I'm talking about. So there are like producers, and they're placing you where they want you to sit. Like, they'll say how many in your group. They'll look around and they'll be like, okay, y'all 4 right here, y'all 3 right here, y'all 2 right here, you know, stuff like that. We were blessed enough to have 4 seats on the 3rd row. So literally, Ellen was maybe like 3 feet away, 3 or 4 feet away. The set is really small in person. But Ellen was like maybe 4 feet away when she was standing, and like 6 feet away when she was sitting down. But I was like real close to Andy and Mary. If y'all watch the show, y'all know what I'm talking about. But I was real close to Andy and Mary. Like, Ruth was directly in front of them. I mean, directly behind them. Like, she could have reached out and touched Mary and Andy, which is really cool. But yeah, we got the 4 end seats, and I was like, I want the end seat, y'all. And I took the end seat. And y'all saw me on TV. I'll insert that clip. But yeah, so in the beginning, she's not out there. Twitch isn't out there. The only people out there are like the camera guys, and they're just doing like, you know, they're just filming random stuff and filming us and stuff like that. And one of the producers, he's telling you like, okay, so y'all clap for me. Let me see what that looks like. And he's like, okay, now clap with a smile. Okay, now laugh. Okay, now laugh and clap. Okay, now stand up and clap. Okay, now dance. You know, he was just doing like all that kind of stuff, getting us, you know, ready per se for filming, and then also making sure we was doing everything right, that we look okay on camera. Then after that, they played music and we were dancing. We had a dance contest, which those clips, whenever Ellen shows like the dance of the day, that's basically like our dance contest. Ruth won the first one. She won a t-shirt. I won the second one. Ours is during commercial break. So yeah, so they're playing music and getting us hyped, and then literally you hear music and then you hear Ellen's theme song, and then you just like, oh my gosh, like the fans, we know, oh my gosh, she's about to come out. And then you hear, and here she is now, Ellen, and like the doors open and she walks out, and it's kind of like she's standing right there, like that's Ellen DeGenerous. And so y'all, like all the reactions y'all see like on TV, they're not fake. Like that's the real reaction when Ellen comes out. Like we really start crying because like it's Ellen and we're already hype, and like we're at the Ellen show, and like come on now, we're in Los Angeles, or we're in Burbank, California, meeting Ellen. Well, not meeting, but yeah. So yeah, and then when she comes out, does her monologue. And then Twitch comes and dances, and as you can see from the video, your girl, I didn't dance with Twitch, but danced next to Twitch per se. Like he walked past me while I was dancing. I was close. And it was lit. Like it was really lit. Like it really is lit in there, especially during the commercial breaks. They play music and we dance, and we have the dance contest, and your girl won the second dance contest, and I got a free t-shirt. But yeah, it's just really a fun, cool, chill environment. It really is the happiest place on earth. I believe it. Other than heaven. Well, heaven's not on earth. It's really one of the happiest places to go. For real. Everybody's so nice. Literally, we met a new friend named Amanda. Amanda, if you're watching this, hey girl. She was on the front row. So like you saw her during the commercial breaks and whenever they showed Twitch and stuff. But yeah, it was really fun. So, you know, they're filming. In between takes, Ellen would talk to her producers. She wouldn't really interact with us. She would talk to her producers and talk to the guests, and, you know, they would just get ready for filming while we would be, like, in the crowd just chilling, you know, dancing and stuff. So, I'm trying to think of everything that happened. It was really cool seeing the behind the scenes, because you'd see, like, the producers when something would go wrong, and y'all didn't see anything that went wrong in the episode, but we saw like something that happened in the episode that they cut out. But what else? And then at the end, after shooting was over, Ellen, she did talk to us, you know, thank us for being there, hope we had a good time, and thank us for being such a great audience and stuff like that. And then after that, her and Twitch did like this little dance, this little like song number where like they rapped the what's that song called? Naleen. It was so fun. I was like, okay, Ellen with the lean back. Okay. So yeah, that was really fun. Honestly, overall, I would definitely go back. You can only go back once a season because like ticket demands are so high. Like this one lady, she was a VIP, but she was like, yeah, I've been trying to get tickets for 12 years. And I was like, I got it on my second try. But yeah, I mean, it was a great experience. I definitely would go back next year if I get tickets. When I get tickets, I definitely would go back again. It was really fun. The trip out there, I would definitely plan to be out there for longer, but since everything was just kind of on a whim, I didn't really account for actually wanting to be in California, because I always wanted to go to California. But yeah, so yeah, I would definitely recommend everybody to try to request tickets for Ellen, and when you get them, to go, because it's a great experience. It's like nothing you'll ever see again. Now I want to go like the other live recordings. Like I want to go to Steve Harvey's show. I want to go to The Talk. I want to go to any talk show I can now, because it's just fun. But this is 14 minutes long. But anyway, I want to thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'll leave the link down below to Ellen's request tickets, so y'all can request tickets. But be sure you click that subscribe button on your way out. Make sure you watch some of my other videos, and I want to thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next one.